Next, you will import data from a multidimensional cube. Suppose that AdventureWorks has implemented an analysis services cube, which has some data that you want to import in your Power Pivot model. In this exercise, we will connect to the AdventureWorks cube and we'll import some dimension data and a key performance indicator. Start by expanding the From Database dropdown again, but this time select from Analysis Services or Power Pivot. This brings you to the familiar table import wizard. Specify AdventureWorks as a friendly connection name. And in the server field, enter the Analysis Services instance that you want to connect to. In my case, I'm going to be connecting to an Analysis Service instance called R2 on a server called Elite. Analysis Service supports only Windows authentication, which is why the Use SQL Server authentication settings are disabled. Expand the database name, and if you have rights to the AdventureWorks Analysis Services database, you should see in the list. Click Test Connection to test connectivity, and click Next. In the Specify an MDX query step, enter sales territories as a friendly query name. Later, this name will become the name of the table in the Power Pivot model. If somebody gives you the MDX statement, you can just copy and paste it in here. Or you can click the Design button to launch the MDX Query Designer. And then you can use drag and drop to auto-generate the MDX query statement. Scroll down the metadata pane until you see the sales territory dimension, and drag the sales territory group, sales territory country, and sales territory region attributes to the data pane. Then, supposing that you want to import the revenue key performance indicator, which is defined in the cube, expand the KPIs folder, then the revenue folder, and drag the value property to the data pane. At this point, you should see some results from the MDX query. Then click OK to go back to the Specify MDX query step, which now should show you the actual MDX statement. And finally, click Finish to start the import process and to import the data from the MDX query. Click Close, and Power Pivot should have added a sales territories table to the Power Pivot model. One last thing before we continue is that if you don't have the AdventureWorks cube, the books provides additional steps of how to import the sales territories data directly from the AdventureWorks data warehouse database. To do that, you would go to the Design menu, and then you will click on Existing Connections. Then you will select the AdventureWorks DW connection that you created in the first exercise, and you will click Open. And then Next. And then you would select the dim sales territory dimension, enter sales territories as a friendly name, and click Finish. This will import the sales territories table, the dim sales territory table, which has similar, although not exactly the same data as the one that we're importing from the cube.